Thank you for joining us in our Builder AMA. We are currently doing some camera. Yay! Sweet.
I got it eventually.
Nice, nice,
Yeah.
nice. I'm very glad I can see you.
I can technology. Come on.
Sweet. So far we have one person on the audience, Sir Carlos. So let's wait a couple of minutes more. And if not, we begin. This is going to be recorded anyway. So anybody interested in the Builder program will be able to see it. And we have someone else, Sealand Dummy. Nice name. Hello, Sealand Dummy. Thank you so much for joining us. So how is everyone doing today?
Is that for
Mike?
them or for us?
No,
Mate,
you and Julian.
uh, mate, I'm feeling wildly positive and optimistic. It's sunny Cornwall. It is actually sunny. For the first time, we had 58 days of solid rain all the way through January, February, and now it's sunshiny. So, in a bit, I'm actually going to be able to go to the North Coast, get in the Atlantic Ocean, and have a swim around in ice
Nah,
cold water because I can. Not because I want to, because I can.
well, enjoy.
Yeah, it should be a good laugh. I mean, I've got to get used to the water. If the RNLI sign off, it's been in the making. I will be taking a pedalo to and around and back from Sealand, like
Oh,
at some point in the summer.
oh, sweet. You have to record that.
Oh yeah,
Beautiful.
don't worry. There'll be a boat that's next to us, kind of making sure we're okay. But yeah, I'll be going out, documenting it. The moment my legs give up and I'm knackered, whoever else takes over, and we'll be there and back, and no doubt have a couple of pints afterwards.
Nice. Yeah, you have to close with some pints. Sweet. So I say we begin. Um, Julian, it's up to you to decide how we are going to do it since we have one member in the audience at the moment. Well, let's just go ahead. So, thank you so much, Sealand Dummy, and anyone else who is watching us after their recording. This is our Sealand Builder Program AMA. Ask me anything. And I am Duchess Natalie Mezza García. I am the creator of the Sealand Builder Program, and I've been working with my team hand in hand with the royal family in the past months, setting this up, and we are super glad to finally be able to put it in front of you. And I am joined here by a Sealand spokesperson, really, and Minister of Sports, Mike Ireland, and Julian Alvarez, who is right now in beautiful Colombia, and it's here to attend any question you have. So the way we are going to do this is first we're going to do a brief introduction about the program, and then we open the stage for questions. So in the bottom part of your screen, you can see a little chat bubble. You can open it, type the questions there, and if you want to enter the stage with us, you can also select the option that says join the stage or something like that. So, shall we begin?
Yeah, go for it.
Perfect. So, 2 seconds of what the Builder program is. The Builder program is something we decided to create so that citizens of Sealand, e-citizens, and noble title holders would have a more direct input into things that are happening in Sealand. We want this to be a bilateral relationship where we are all together creating the next phase of Sealand. If you have seen what Sealand has teased online in social media, Sealand is entering with a lot of intent its next phase, which includes a lot of digital nation building. And we want to create that. We want to create the basis, the foundations of what this digital nation will be. That's why we have created this program for e-citizens and noble title holders to tell us why they care about Sealand, what Sealand is for them, how Sealand impacts their life, and how would they like Sealand to shape itself in the future. We really want your input. And that's why also we are allowing e-citizens specifically to vote on their favorite entries, because we want this program to be the beginning of an active civic life. So we have created some challenges or missions. Each mission has a topic. We will vary them each month. And the idea is that you contribute, you participate, and you submit your entries in a way that is very personal to you. This is why I care about Sealand. This is how I showed my Sealand pride in this sport that it's important for me this month. This is, and I'm teasing here something for next month. This is how I'm helping my ocean community get clean through Sealand, my Sealand group of friends. So yeah, we have missions for everyone, and we are taking into consideration also the things that you tell us in our Discord community, which is where we are having all these conversations, and we are implementing them. We are really considering everything you're saying to us so that we build Sealand together and we implement them not only in the Builders program in the next months, but also in Sealand 2.0, Sealand Digital Nation. So, Mike, you have been creating community around sports for Sealand, with Sealand, within Sealand, for a long time.
Well, 4 years, terrifying. I obviously Sealand Seahawks is my baby. We started off with that, and we've done American football tours. I think we're up to 15 now, all over the place with 4 teams. We've got the Nationals, Masters, Women's Flag, and having spoken to the royal family, I said I like a challenge. So not only like the American football is that growing, we are applying to be part of IFAF, which means we'll be taking on actual national clubs. So there will be, if we're accepted, there will be a chance where Sealand takes on Great Britain. Get on that. But I said, let's grow it. That's the thing is, it's a very proud nation. It's a proud nation that people should be kind of, invested in and then should give back. So that you get a little bit of value for kind of being part of it. You don't just kind of go, well, what do you guys do? Well, we're putting on a show. So we've got American football. We've now got athletics. We've got darts. We've got golf. We've got basketball, volleyball, netball, sumo wrestling. So that's Tanky, a guy called Nathan Tanky Thatcher, and his missus have started doing sumo. And he's going into, I think, at the end of this month, on the 28th, he's going into the British Championships. And he'll be there. He's got his flag. He's got all his bits and pieces, and he'll be representing Sealand for you guys. So if you get a chance, check out, if you haven't already, Sealand Sports, and I'll be putting it out on there. But that's like I say, it's something for you guys to watch, to follow, to be a part of. And if there's any other sports that you think, you know what, I wouldn't mind seeing a bit of that. We've also in May we'll be starting a dodgeball team because and that's the thing is it's stuff that people can have a go at. And then obviously I've challenged you to come over in July if you can make it over from the States. We've got a cricket team and a softball team playing their first games in Essex, with a view to the softball team going on a tour next year to Alabama. We've already been invited out there, so we'll be going on tour and taking the flag all over the place. So like I say, it's just a kind of a different kind of thing for us to do, whereas you're kind of putting in the program, we're kind of all pushing it so that we get people involved. This is something for them to kind of go, wow, and now I get to watch people make fools of themselves all over the world and do daft sports, and that's it. It's just something for people to get involved in, people to have a bit of fun with. So there you go. That's me. Obviously, my background is in American football, but I'll chance anything. Hence I'm not sure if it picked it up, me going out on a pedalo all the way to Sealand and back because it's there.
So as I was hearing you, I thought maybe one of the challenges next month can be you have an idea for a Sealand sports team in mind? Reach out to us. Tell us
Yep,
who you have, where you are located. Why do you think this is a viable option? And then we can make it happen.
absolutely. And that's the fun bit. If we can get to IFAF and if we can get into the games next year that we're hopefully going towards for the athletics, we are one step closer to getting IOC Olympic recognition as a nation. Get on that. Why not? And that's why I said, there was a thing I was speaking to Prince Leon about it and said, the whole thing about Sealand is we get ourselves in places that we have no business being in and go, well, we're here now, let's have a go. And that's kind of that's where we're at, and that's the kind of the pride that every Sealander should be taking in and just going, well, we're here now, and what? Let's have a go with this.
Yeah, I totally understand that spirit. Yeah. Sweet. Hey, Julian, I
So
see
that's
you
it.
now. I see you. I don't hear you. But how about this? Let's see. Oh, I see that we already have some questions in the chat. No, we don't have questions in the chat, but we can go ahead and start with any questions you have. We have 5 members in the audience right now.
And that's the fun bit. It can literally be anything. Like, even what's your favorite color? Red.
Oh, well,
There you
what's your
go.
favorite color or colors? Is it 3? Are they by any?
Obviously. God, that's cheesy. This is cheesy. Are we doing this like a actual local radio show type thing now?
I must say I really appreciate those colors, and the 2 coolest flags in the world have them.
Hmm.
You know which is the other one, and I better double check. The Amsterdam flag. Yes, it also looks very piratey.
With the X's.
Exactly. Yeah, with the
Because
X's. Yeah.
I didn't know what that was because we were obviously the women's team went on tour to Amsterdam, and I was like, obviously Amsterdam's famous for a lot of things, and I was like, is that XXX? Is that something else? No, that's their flag. I was like, oh, okay.
Oh, that's funny. I have never thought about that.
It's a wild old city. It's definitely worth a look. It's very beautiful, very pretty. The people are absolutely fantastic. We had a great game, even though we lost by 1 score. But yeah, like I say, it's eye opening. Let's just call it eye opening.
Yeah. Oh, we have a
Can you
comment.
hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you
Yeah,
now.
good everybody.
Perfect, that's right. Yeah, I was about to say also about the comment that Stonehenge mentioned that on a sport note, I represented Sealand at the Air Guitar World Champion in Oulu, Finland in 2022 and 2023. That's
Yes,
fantastic.
man. That's awesome.
I saw that. I would love to see a video.
Yeah, you've got to. I mean, break out the L guitar and give us another go. And if you can rip it up in 2026, let us know because that deserves genuine recognition. That's awesome.
And passion.
Yeah, that's
Passion.
fantastic. So if you can, rip it, or if you've got any old videos, let us know because that's fantastic. I know there is a curling team out there as well, but it's like just come out, get recognised, get your faces out there. It's a genuine thing. You're representing your nation in doing something. Be proud of it. Why not? Let the other folk, the other Sealanders know what you've been up to.
Exactly. And that's also why we decided to create this Discord community, We actually polled the community, and I think there were like 7,000 people or so who said, Discord, let's meet on Discord. So here we are listening, we are taking into consideration everything we are hearing and seeing online. And I guess that takes me to a question for you, Julian, regarding the mechanics of the program. So Stonehenge said, I represented Sealand in the air guitar contest a few years ago. That's a very unique skill, and it's also something that people do, right? So let's say he or she, they wanna submit I don't know if Stonehenge. So if Stonehenge wants to submit uh, an idea for a mission for next month, how should they go about it?
Yeah, of course. In this case, if you have an idea for any submission or anything that you have related with the Builders program, you can do it in our Discord server and also do it here in Discord. In Discord specifically, we have over here a part that's called feature request. So in that part, you can say anything that you want to do related with the Builders program or related with Sealand. We are always reading the comments, the things, the feedback that you have for us. So it's very important for us that, and it's very we notice it in these days that you are a very like engaged community, and we really appreciate that. We really appreciate that you give us your feedback, all the comments, the things that you like, and we also already appreciate the feedback that you're giving to us. So yeah, any idea, anything that you have to tell us, you can do it in both sides, in Discord and Discords that every day with Natalie and all the team that is behind this are rating you to give you the best experience.
Mhm. Indeed. And to be able to do so, you have to be either an e-citizen or a noble title holder. And in case you don't know, this Discord is exclusively for noble title holders and also for e-citizens. And we're using two platforms in this new digital phase, and they have a bit of an alliteration. We have Discord and Discord. So Discord here, where we are right now in this recreation of the pirate radio, yes, is where I point there, but the image is really not there because this is a fake background. The image is everywhere.
It's imagination.
I guess I'm like those weather newscasters. So as you can see here today in Sealand, we'll have a massive explosion of energy towards everywhere in the world from people who support us. So yes, back to what I was saying, Discourse and Discord is where we are going to be meeting. Discord here, where we are, is where we are going to have community interactions, where we are going to do feature requests, updates that are exclusively for e-citizens or novel title holders and community. We really want everybody, the thousands and thousands of people who support Sealand from everywhere across the world, to come here and talk to us. And eventually also talk to the royals. As you know, that is one of the rewards in this month's missions. And Discourse, Julian, you can paste a link to Discourse in the chat, please. Discourse is where the formal things will be taking place. So voting for shortlisting the favorite entries of the month, Discourse. Eventually, when we release voting on governance related matters, which is coming, then that's going to take place on Discourse. So think about Discourse as the formal repository of governance and voting related matters, and Discord is where we are going to be meeting and creating that community that is going to eventually come up with ideas. And once those ideas formalize, they switch or they get transferred to Discourse. So right now on Discourse, we have a section for proposals that we are going to activate soon. And in the meantime, we're using here this one that Julian mentioned called feature requests, where it's like the initial intake for suggestions from the community. So, Mike, in these 4 years that you have been a very active Sealander and creating with the Royals these amazing teams that that you lead, what type of things have surprised you the most about the type of community that Sealand has?
That's the thing. It's been nice that people are, they get behind it. They appreciate, the fact that we're representing them, and it's nice to represent something where the people actually care. There's been times where people have reached out and said, "Good on you. This is amazing, nice one." Because obviously, it's not just us going out on a jolly on the beers and having a bit of a laugh. We also raise a lot of money for charity at the Principality Cup with the Royals actually coming down. But yeah, it's been nice the support we've got and people messaging the page to see the Seahawks and saying this has been fantastic. Oh, that's cute. It's a genuine community, and the good thing is with the stuff that you're bringing in is it switches from being heavy of this is a nation to just have fun with it, go out, represent, go and get among. I think one of the ones this year, this month, is to go to a sports event, take a flag, take a piece of merch and represent it. Go be proud, get out there, and that's the thing. Is mine has been, I turn up in places and they go, all right, okay, and I said, listen, we want the national anthem because we're a genuine, legitimate country. They play it, and then everyone gets involved, and they go, "Oh, geez, hang on, we're going out there putting it on the map." Well, this is a chance for people to go and have fun with it, have a giggle with it, get the names out, just play with it, take it out. You actually get your voice heard and represent, rather than sit back and go, "Oh, it's okay. What am I doing now?" So yeah, but it's been nice for folks to get involved, and there's the chats that we're involved in on Facebook. There's all people back and forth quite a lot of the time, just kind of talking and saying, "Oh, nice to meet you." It is nice.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
yeah, that's been kind of cute.
that's really it's really beautiful to see how the Sealand community really, really cares about Sealand, because it is something that you are not born with, but unless you are part of the royal family, you opt into it, right? I know that one of this month's missions was inspired on something you were doing with your team, right? So this month's missions, by the way, span across, I think, 6 categories. One of them is sports. And in one of those challenges, we ask people to wave the Sealand flag at a sports event, capture a picture, and submit their entry. You actually did that. How did it go? You did it before it became an official mission.
I did it before it was cool.
Exactly. You're the OG of
Yeah,
that mission.
that's it. But as I think I've said to you a few, we're always kind of planting the flag everywhere we turn up. We've done Canadian games where we've turned up, here's a flag, and they kind of go. There's a couple that don't get it, and every so often there's one that goes, "That's Sealand," and you go, "Yeah," and it's cute the fact the people kind of go, "I know that, I recognise that," but that's it. Is it's just getting it out there and just kind of going, "Yeah, this is us. This is who we belong to. This is our family. This is our community," and they go, "Oh, well, all right, okay." And what happens is you turn up, you fly the flag, and from every tour that we've been on, we've had at least one player go, "I kind of want to be part of that." And that's they kind of go, "Well, I'm a Sealander now," and what you do is you get to see when you're playing in domestic games, you get to see it opposite, and you get every so often you see the flag, and it's just a little recognition of, "I know that." So yeah, so all the players across the Masters, the Nationals, the women's flag, wherever they play domestically, they always have the flag and the photos. So I can upload loads of those, and as inspiration. But it's not been in the last month, so I don't know if they count.
It
Kind of
would be
cheap.
nice to see them here on Discord.
Discord, not Discord.
Discord. I have to really emphasize because of Discord.
Well, tell you what, you talk for a bit. I'll get my phone out and start. I'll hammer at a few in here out there.
I love that. And you make me think that I have to take the Sealand flag to the supermarket. That ain't my neck.
Why not? Someone will recognise it, and that's the genuine thing. Is someone out there will recognise it, and they'll go, "Is that Sealand?" And they go, "Yeah." And they go, "Oh, I like that." And it's just one of those things that people just kind of go, "Oh yeah."
I bet it's a million people who support Sealand. At least in one way or that we know, right? That we can count. It's really fantastic. Julian, so where can someone go to stay informed about the Builders Program?
They have different channels to stay informed. Actually, we're managing on the Sealand webpage where we are uploading all the information about the Builders Program. Also, if you want to know
in the process of
that's a moment in the process.
Yeah.
And right now, in this moment, if you want to know all the information about the Builders Program, it's all in Discord. The emphasis and Discords. So in the information category of Discord, you will find all the information that you need: the rules, the FAQs, and the mission that we actually have that are actually running, and the monthly rewards. And in Discord, you're gonna have different topics related to the same that I just told you. The information for this month rewards, the information about the missions, and how is it worked. Okay, so that's gonna be the channels that we're gonna be managing. And yeah, also, as I mentioned before, if you have any question, anything that you have related with the Builders Program, we have a little chat that is called Mission Help, and there you will find all the. If you need extra information, you have any extra question for us, you can ask there, and we will reply as soon as possible.
And the missions that we have for this month are different from the ones that we're going to have in the coming months. So every month they will vary. This month they all have the same deadline because we are launching. It's a soft launch. It's like our beta, but they will vary in duration moving forward. And we have 6 categories. One of them, and we have Mike here, is sports. We have 2 missions in the sports category. One, we've already talked about it. It's wave the Sealand flag at a sports event. Another one, or the other one, is to suggest us a feasible rival for any of the Sealand sports team. So, Mike, maybe as you are sharing the photos in the chat, in the sports chat, you can also make a list of the different sports team that Sealand has, just so people know what those teams are. And
sorry about that. I tried to join it on my phone so I could upload it in here, and I thought, all right, I'll try that, and it kicked me off that one and default to that. So that's where I went. So, sports we've got. I will do the things in a sec because we've got a few now. I have to write them down, otherwise, it kind of gets a little bit crazy. So, different sports. Brace yourselves. American football, we've got the Nationals, the Masters, the Women's, the Flag upcoming. We've got Youth Junior on its way. We've got Basketball Masters in Women's and Men's coming. We've got cheerleading. The cricket, Prince's 11 has already been done. Softball has already been made. The Seagulls. Dodgeball is coming. Walking football is already out there. We've got volleyball and netball coming soon. We've got darts as of April. We've got a golfer in Gareth Pullen that's going to represent Sealand. We've got athletics that'll be representing in June in Czech, and obviously sumo. So there you go. And we've got a few, but yeah, we're kind of always taking people on and moving, and kind of getting them involved, because that's the thing is, like I say, it's It's promoting people that are proud to be Sealandic and representing the nation. So yeah, that's what we've got so far. But as we add to it, like I say, it's there'll be a few more in the pipeline. But if anyone wants to suggest things like air guitar, like we had the guy that was doing the metal detecting. If there's anything else anyone wants to jump in on, absolutely go for it, and we'll promote you as much as we can and get you involved in all the silliness. Because on July the 11th, we'll be at, I get this wrong, Frimpton Cricket Club doing the Sealand School Sports Day for everyone to get involved. And we're going to try and get as many Sealanders who play sports or are involved in sports or are fans of the Sealand sports to come down, get involved, have a laugh, and then afterwards the Prince's 11 will be playing their very first cricket match. So there you go. There's something for to have fun with. And then if you're sticking around in Essex, the next day the Seahawks have got their open practice, which you can get involved in or swerve if you want to because it's a bit dry. And then softball. The Sealand Seagulls will be playing their first ever softball game against a local team. So we'll get to see how we get on and if we completely tank, but at least we'll have some fun, Why not? Let's have a laugh with it.
You touched on an important topic, which is featuring the community. And it is another of the things that we thought, it's another of the goals that we had when we designed this program. We have seen throughout the years how people have supported Sealand. They've, like Mike said, they've always posting, very active on social media, Facebook. We have a new WhatsApp group, and it's not, I think it's been around for like a week or something. It's really active. People even say good night to each other. I was surprised about that. I shouldn't be, but yeah, people were saying good night to each other. But yeah, we've seen how people want to be part of Sealand, and we designed this program so we can actually take people from the community and showcase what they've done. So, and mission sneak peek. Next month we're gonna have a fan art mission because we know that people have curated throughout the years lots of art about Sealand, and we really want this to be a space. We want the Builders Program to be a space to feature community support, to feature our supporters, their work, their passion. This is a space for the community. That's how I want you to see it. And that's why one of the missions that we have, one of the categories that we have this month is online community building. So we know we have at least 1 million supporters around the world. Thousands of them are either noble title holders or e-citizens. And this Discord is new. It's been live for less than a week, I think 6 days only. So one of the missions is if you know someone who is an e-citizen or a noble or a Sealand nobility, please invite them to this Discord. Invite them to Discord. I have to do the emphasis because I'm not a native English speaker, as you can see. So Discord. Just invite them to these community spaces so we grow like this, more connected. The other categories that we have for missions are social media. We want people to share their photos holding either their e-citizenship cards or their noble titles, and they can, if they don't want to share any personal information, you can just cover, blur, whatever you want. The idea is that it is a real photo, like our lawyer told us. It has to be a real photo. It has to be a real photo. We have to say these things nowadays in the AI era, right? So another category is events. If you are hanging out with other Sealanders, take a photo, share it with us. And it doesn't have to be a formal Sealand, like a formal event. Just take the photo, show that it is actually a hangout of Sealanders, and then be part, submit your entry, and maybe you can be shortlisted. The other topic that we have, the other category is education, academia, learning. And the mission for that topic this month is, if you have an unpublished blog, share it with us about Sealand, obviously. And then if it gets selected or shortlisted, I forgot what the rules for that one is. Julian, maybe you can remind me. We'll feature it on the official Sealand blog. And finally, how do you explain Sealand to others? Tell us. And what's your Sealand story? What brought you here? How did you end up being part of this community? I want to know that about you, Mike, actually. What is your Sealand story?
Mine's pretty simple, to be fair. As I said in the group, I stumbled upon it. We'll go back to about 2020. I was looking for something for my dad. It was a Christmas present, so I sort of was like, I'm gonna have a little look. Went online, found a lordship, and I was like, you can actually be a lord of somewhere. And then of course that's it. You kind of go down the rabbit hole. You start to look and you go, it's been going since '67. And we've had all this history. I was like, that's cool.
That's cool.
I got him that. He is Lord Nicholas Island, my dad. Gave him that, and then sort of sat on it for a bit, and it was just something that you casually kind of have a little look at. And then in 2021, the year after, I obviously COVID's over, all that sort of stuff. We're allowed to go back out and about. My American football career was coming to an end, and I was like, I used to kind of go out and about and play for GB and kind of tour and that, and I thought, I want to make my own of lads that are happy to go out, have a bit of a giggle. We want to represent something. And so I said, hiya, you don't mind if we represent you? And I think the email went out, the email came back and went, yeah, we don't care. And then after about the third or fourth tour, they were like, oh, can we come? And so, when we went out to Parma to play out there, Prince Michael came out and watched and came and got involved. And ever since then, we've been working kind of really closely with the royal family and getting them all involved. And that's it. It's just you've become part of it. And like I say, it's something to be proud to represent. But that's been my story. And then all that happens is when you're speaking to someone else, and it's great, you just say, who's your American football? Principality of Sealand, the Seahawks. And they go, who's that? And then you just have a chance to chew their ear off for the next 5-10 minutes about what it is and what it's all about. So there you go. That's me.
I love it. Love it. Different heart. Sweet. Julian, what am I missing regarding the Builder Program? We talked about what the missions of this rewards. We haven't talked about rewards. And that is so important. Rewards. How can we forget?
Points make prizes.
Yes. And I'm going to pull out what the rewards of this month. One of the coolest ones that I find is a call with the royals. That one is very special. And every month we're going to have a similar type of reward. Now, something important. People submit their entries in whatever mission they want. They don't have to participate in all missions, obviously. Just participate in one, in two, in as many as you want. And then the community of e-citizens votes and shortlists their favorites. For this month, it's the favorites across all categories. And then Sealand selects the top winner. And you win at both levels. The winner, obviously, wins the final prize. But the shortlisted selected entries also win. Julian, what type of rewards we have for shortlisted people? And I will only say that the e-citizenship community has some unlocks more rewards than the nobility, and these rewards are specifically related to points, right? Points
That's correct.
that you get when you get shortlisted. And these points add up towards the ultimate prize, which is a trip to Sealand. Nice. A trip to Sealand. So, what are the rewards that we have for this month, Julian?
The rewards that we have for this month. Let's take a look over here.
You absolutely need to start playing some music now for while he's doing these awards, like it's a game show. You know that. You know this is what the people want. They need some background generation game. The Price is Right. You know, background music.
We will do that for next. Okay, Julian, you have to learn. Do that next time. Because right now
I'm not getting invited on again.
I only have some fake drums here.
Yeah, we need to have this little thing that the streamers have that they can add like different sounds in the streaming.
Exactly.
Yeah, so in this case, you told me for shortlisted, correct? Or
yes,
for the winners?
Shortlisted.
Okay, perfect.
People, how do they win?
So for the shortlisted, you're gonna have access to the private builders groups and channels.
Both
and also
the nobility and e-citizens get that.
Yeah. And also you're gonna get the citizens are gonna get a special badge. Depending on the category, as you remember, we talked about that we have different categories for the missions. Okay, so every time that you earn, like you get shortlisted for this category in specific, you're gonna get a special badge for that category. So we're gonna be developing, and you're gonna see it once you win. Also, as Natalie mentioned it before, you win points for this special contest to visit Sealand, and depending on the type of the mission, like for example the blog or for example the photos, this content is going to be shared with the Sealand community.
Exactly. So if the winner is from the sports category, this month's rewards include the football team jersey, right? But if the winner is from the blog, submit your blog category, then I think they get a supporter hoodie, right? So
that's for the winners. Yeah.
Rewards have to do with the interests of the people who submit the missions. Oh,
that's
also,
correct.
if you have suggestions for rewards that you would like for instance, you want a hand-signed copy of the Holding the Fort book, or a photo of Prince Michael also with his signature, things like that, if you or a birthday shout for someone, those type of rewards, please submit them in the feature request chat. We really want to know what you want. I mean, that's a thing something that I've tried to convey here. I really want this to be a community effort.
Absolutely. Get involved. And that's the thing is, we're trying to hammer home here is get involved. This is your country. And you get prizes for doing stuff to represent your country. Wins all round. Bonus.
Exactly. So we've covered categories, missions, rewards, platforms. What's the next step is to submit an entry.
Obviously.
Yeah, those were the things that we wanted to share today. I see that in the chat we don't have any question. Baron George, they ask if he's in the chat now. I think our bot silenced someone who maybe should. Well, I don't know.
Yep, no worries.
Perfect. So if we don't have any questions, we can.
I've put all the flag in the Sealand Sports from everybody, all the American footballers. If you want to have a little look in there, yes. I'm too frightened to leave this now because I'll go away and my camera will cut out again. So I'm gonna let people go have a little look if you want.
Oh.
There's a few.
Here.
There's a few. I put in a little selection, just the ones that I can quickly grab off my phone and put in there. But every domestic team that plays each other, at the end of the game, they all run over to each other and, you know, have a group photo with the flag on. So there'll be, at the end of this year, there'll be about 20, 30 photos exactly the same like that.
Wow, this is so beautiful. This is cool.
That's what we're all about, and that's, that's what the Seahawks is, and that's what all the other sports teams will be. Is just right, okay, I know you because we go out and have a good time, and then we can be friends in the real world as well when we're not on tour.
This is so cool. So speaking of hanging out, how is it to hang out with the Seahawks?
Easy. Like I say, is I
Must be
don't know how
fun.
many people. Yeah, I explained to yourself about the wildness that happens when we all go to a club in the UK, because when we have training in July, we'll probably end up in Pop World. I don't know if people in here are UK based, but think 80s, 90s cheese, music, mirror balls, cocktails, all that. Filled with about 150 to 200 people that you know. And it's a good night out. And whenever we go on tour to the city, we were in Czech, we're in Brno last October. You go from bar to bar, and every bar you walk in, there's someone you know, and you're like, oh, I know you, and you. And it's funny because they call me Dad. And so, I walk down the street and you've got 150 people going, Dad! Yeah. So I come
Wow.
home, someone shouts Dad, and I'm like, well, it's not me. I'm all right, I'm safe. But it's good. And any Sealanders that want to come on tour, you'll be very well looked after. Anyone that wants to come, like I say, we're in Southend, July the 11th and 12th. If you want to come out, have a couple of beers, and meet everyone, you're more than welcome to. But yeah, as we kind of grow into more sports, there'll be more people that you recognise, and they'll always buy you a beer. So it'll be fine. Just come out,
You
go on tour.
you also be in Italy, I know, and I will try to go.
Yes, that's the big announcement that's coming up.
Oh.
As of last, oh, it's all right. It's the worst kept secret. You're fine. As of as of last week, it's all been firmed up. We're going to be playing in Padua on the 31st of October. Again, I could have split up the teams and made it a little less chaotic, but it'll be all three teams, which means three teams, three sets of players, coaches, followers on, hanger-oners, everyone else. So there'll be about 200 people in a town, which is right next to Venice. So it's going to be wild. Again, that's the other fun thing, is when you go to the airport and you're stood in a queue for security or your passport control, and you go, oh, there's another one. There's one. But
Oh,
nights out are legendary, and I have promised you both, and Julian, if you're about, and anyone else that wants to come out to Padua, I'll buy you all a drink, and you can experience the daftest night of your life. Come on out, it's a giggle.
I bet be.
And if you can turn up, if you show your e-citizenship card to me or one of the coaches, will buy you a drink. How's that? That's a cast iron guarantee right there. The
I
Seal
love,
promise.
I love that. I love that. I love
I
that.
was about to tell the question that Baron George was trying to ask us, and was, could Sealand apply for the Olympics? Would that be a realistic approach to promote our principality? What are the criteria to take place? And for last, I was also considering Eurovision contest, for instance.
A what contest?
Eurovision.
Ah,
Your vision.
Eurovision. Oh, Eurovision.
Well.
Eh,
um,
that would be sound
yes.
Yeah.
fun.
As of next year, we've got track and field people going to a tournament which is IOC recognised. It's amateur It's an amateur track and field competition. It's Denmark. Without having a look at it, I've got lots of bits and pieces going on. But we're going out to Denmark, and if we can go to that, what happens is you have to enter into different sports events to prove that you can turn up at the Olympics and and compete and not be a complete catastrophe. But like I say, we've got one in June. We've got that one next year. We're going to enter a few more. We're going to try and enter as many teams in as many different things as we can. But why not? I'm not saying we'll make the LA games, in 2028, but there's potential there, and it's not something that's completely outside the realms of fantasy. And all I've said to you guys is, all I need is for one person to say, I don't think you can do it. And I'm like, right, well, I'm going to do it then. So the fact that we've got this thing next year that we've already been invited and accepted to go, I say it's got legs. Okay, it's got legs. There could be a time where, as people are coming out and they do that thing where they're holding the flag, there could be the Sealand flag getting held up by someone walking along and walking around the track and doing the things, and we'll represent in some form. I don't know what in yet, but we'll give something a go.
So
And also Eurovision, give it a go. 100%. It's a great show. Settle in with a couple of beers and that. Terry Wogan's not there anymore, but Graham Norton now. But it's a great night in. Do it.
yeah, if someone has a lead, that would be fantastic, no?
Yeah,
So
and that's it. And Barry George Day's just put in there, we're a country in international law, but it is only for politically recognised countries.
oh, I don't know the specific rules of Eurovision.
No, I think that's for the Olympics.
Oh, okay.
And it's one of those of, I will argue till I'm blue in the face to say, of course we're politically recognised. And as as we've said earlier, we find ourselves as Sealanders in places that we have no business being in, and we just say, well, we're here, let's have a go anyway. So I reckon I could probably get at least blag our way in and say, oh yeah, any chance, until someone goes, you know what, fine, you can have a go. And it's one of those, if you don't have a go, you'll never succeed. So let's just have a go. And what have we got to lose? You can always say no, and then you go, all right, okay. Well, we'll wait another 4 years and have a go at something else, unless someone wants to take up like snowboarding and skiing, and we can have a go at the Winter Olympics. But let's just have a go.
Agree. That I think is a really beautiful way to end our pirate radio live stream.
There's only one more. I was just going to say to Bianca. It says, cheers from Oregon, USA. Bianca, if everything works out, we'll be a little bit closer to you for the Seahawks, so you can come and watch us next November. I know it's a bit of a distance away, but November 2027, we could be bringing a couple of teams over to play in Alabama. I know it's not close to Oregon, but at least it's an internal flight for you, so you can come down and be able to watch us and get involved. And F for Fiore as well from Alaska. At least it's sort of kind of internal, even if you just.
Awesome.
Yes. Again, come and find me. You can't miss me. Big beardy fella. Just say, I'm Bianca. I'll go. We'll get you involved.
Bearded fellow with the Sealand flag.
Yeah, can't miss me.
Well, Mike and Julian and everybody who joined us in the audience, and also everybody who is watching to the recording of this episode and this Ask Me Anything AMA, thank you so much for joining. To those who have already participated and submitted their mission entries, good luck. I love it. I'm loving, and we are loving everything we've seen. The Royals are also watching behind the scenes, so this is fantastic. Do know that your support is being appreciated and that we are doing this to grow as a community together. So thank you so much. Good luck with your entries. Reach out to us in the help chat or in the feature request chat, depending on what you want to say. And we're always going to be here listening and hopefully taking things into consideration so that we improve the program and also we get to you the type of rewards that you want also. And we make Sealand, well, we share the Sealand love that we all already
Absolutely.
feel.
It's
Sweet.
your country, guys. Get involved and have some fun with it. There
Okay.
you go.
Should I say ahoy is when you say hello. I wonder how you say goodbye in pirate lingo.
Like that. Exactly like that. Ta-da.
Bye.
Bye.